Coming up on this edition of SHS News, Attitudes in Reverse was on site last week with their immersive In Their Shoes exhibit, highlighting mental health awareness.
And pretty soon, crews will be pulling off the roof of the library. But when will the construction begin? Jack Zotti brings us the construction update.
We'll have those stories and more on this week's episode of SHS News.
Good morning, Summit High School. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Hilltoppers. Today is Friday, September 29th, and welcome back to SHS News. I'm Isabel Rakoff.
And I'm Emmy Honigstock. No more cash. That's the plan for ticket sales at Summit Athletic events starting this Saturday at the varsity football game against Scotch Plains Fanwood. Ticket prices won't be changing, but fans will need to buy their tickets online using the hometown ticketing website. More information is available on the Summit Athletics webpage.
The Thrift and Sustainability Club is holding its first meeting today during second lunch in room 121. The group's goal is to provide our community with gently used, trendy, and free clothing and accessories. To join or for more information, come to the meeting today or ask Christina Lagori or Abby Borg.
Can you name that tune? The Student Council is hosting a weekly Friday contest challenging students to name all of the songs played on the PA system between class periods. Weekly winners will receive a gift card to a local business. To submit your answers, find the Google form link on the daily announcements doc.
The Knitting Club is having its first meeting on October 5th during first lunch in room 121. This club is an opportunity to learn a new hobby, relax, and have fun. All the materials, tools, and supplies are provided for free. You can find more info on the daily announcement doc or on the flyers posted around the building.
The Overlook Hospital Auxiliary Twigs organization brings the innovative ideas for fundraising and service projects to the Overlook Hospital. If you are interested in volunteering with this community organization, please consider joining their first meeting today during second lunch in room 208.
Attitudes in Reverse is a local nonprofit organization whose mission is to create a community of understanding, kindness, and empathy through mental health awareness. Last week, the group visited Summit High School with their immersive display highlighting youth suicide in their shoes. Senior reporter Abby Hicks brings us a story.
September is National Suicide Prevention Month, and Summit High School is doing everything they can to bring as much awareness as possible towards suicide and mental health. Mental health is so important, and its impact can be significant. So today, students are learning about suicide prevention and everything they can do to make a difference.
Today, Attitudes in Reverse is bringing their In Their Shoes display to Summit High School, in which they set up hundreds of empty shoes all around the hallways to help bring awareness to students and encourage suicide prevention.
It's really important that we do this so that everyone takes some time to think about what we all need and the things that we might go through that are difficult and all the ways there are to get help.
Yeah, it was a very somber and reflective experience just to kind of take it in and understand all the struggles that everybody had gone through, and unfortunately they didn't have that person to reach out to help them get them through that, and we pride ourselves on helping to be those people and hoping that students can identify those people in our school that can help if needed.
I think it's really important to spread awareness about mental health so everybody knows that they're not alone and you matter.
The impactful display left students with a new kind of empathy for people who struggle with mental illness and gave a new perspective on suicide that students wouldn't have been able to see otherwise.
I think it's important just to spread awareness about this topic and so everybody can just know and be informed.
Yeah, I thought it was very powerful, very moving because, it doesn't, as much as I hear these messages and as much as I feel these messages from my peers, my parents, my community, seeing what it really means to not be yourself and to not feel that you matter is really scary and moving in its own way.
It's important to bring awareness to people who have mental health problems and show that you're not alone.
Many people have no idea how hard it is to wake up every day and live with a mental health disorder. So the hope is to increase understanding, empathy, and kindness towards those who do struggle.
And with a special thank you to Attitudes in Reverse, that concludes this news report. Once again, I'm Abby Hicks reporting for SHS News, and thank you for watching.
Have you walked into the library this year looking for Miss Sarabi or Miss Shu, but instead have found only empty bookshelves? The good news is that the temporary library with Miss Shu and Miss Sarabi is across from the cafeteria. And the other good news is that construction crews are getting ready for a big library renovation. Jack Zotti was on site to share our first construction update.
As many of you already know, last fall, the Summit School District and the City of Summit passed a big bond initiative to make some new additions to our school. The most significant of these additions will be a second floor to the library to hold new STEM education classrooms. I'm Jack Zotti, and as the year progresses, I will give you periodic construction updates and updates on how students and teachers are coping. At the moment, construction hasn't exactly started yet, but we can expect to see workers here in the coming weeks. The most difficult part of this process has been relocating the library to the science wing, and we will be able to take you on a tour of the temporary library next time. This has been your SHS Construction Update.
And one final note before we wrap up today. Emmy, I heard the Knitting Club was going to make teddy bears. Do you know why teddy bears are never hungry?
I have no clue.
Because they're always stuffed.
And on that bombshell, that's this week's news. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Emmy Honigstock.
And I'm Isla Raykov. Have an amazing weekend, and we'll see you next week.